Welcome to Mountain Valley Real Estate, where you get to virtually walk the property with me so you can get a superior boots on the ground feel for the property.
Land squatch, get out of the way. Thank you. You notice anything about it? Besides it's capped and there's a big puddle after it. See anything now? It's going. All right, I gotta take cover. We got incoming. Yeah, so artesian well. Oh yeah, I got one. Oh yeah. oh, what is that? Is that a brook? Rainbow? Ask and you shall receive. What's this guy doing? He's cooling off his bottom. Are you looking for a property just outside of town with power on the lot, views, and some good usable ground to build on? If you're new here, welcome. I'm John with Mountain Valley Real Estate, and this is my buddy Land Squatch. If you haven't yet, please hit that little red icon on the bottom right of your screen. It says subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my new property videos released Fridays at 5 p.m. This is 44 acres located at 14485 Small Farms Road in Igo, that's I-G-O, Igo, California. And the price is $115,000 and seller financing is available. I have shown this property during the summer, so it's only fair to show it in the fall. Maybe I'll show it in the spring if it hasn't sold. Anyway, big price reduction on this property to $115,000. And as far as the layout goes, there is some pink tape right there in that area. And as you can see on the map, that's where the property starts, headed this direction toward me. There's some of the property on this side of the road. And this is the main attraction though. You've got a gate. You could lock it. I'm gonna speed this up a bit. Okay, now we're just starting to enter the exciting zone. Check us out on the map there. I'm going to add tracking so you can see where we've been. The property does go down to about there as far as the road frontage encompasses all this. Cell phone works. Ding. What do we have for him, Johnny? Anyway, there's a house over there and there's some fencing just before that. That's where this property would end, is by that house over there. Maybe you can see it through the trees. Right there. This is a great country acreage for your new home if you want to build on it. There are amazing views of Mount Lassen, which I'll show you what that looks like. There's also a little clip of Mount Shasta right there. This is what that looks like from here. There's a seasonal creek on here and at least one spring. There's two hand-dug wells. I think one of them's at least a spring, like aquifer. The wells are not permitted, but it may be possible, might be possible to permit one. Just have to ask the Shasta County Building Department. I think they're about 40 to 50 feet deep. And this property is located just 1.6 miles from paved Gas Point Road. So not too far on this dirt gravel road. And the Northern California Veteran Cemetery is right on the corner of this Small Farms Road and Gas Point Road. Gas Point Road is paved. So Central Redding is just 14 miles away. This is out of the snow at right around 900 feet elevation. And this is about 4.5 acres of nice level topography for your home site. Mostly level, down slopes on each side a little bit, but there is a lot of usable acreage here. You can use a ranch. Maybe you want a ranch here with animals. On the map here, the smaller parcel does lack legal creation, meaning it was split off from a larger parcel after the Map Act law passed in the 1970s without a map. So no permits would be issued on that piece. You need a certificate of compliance in the county building department if you wanted to build on a smaller piece. But this piece here I'm on, the bigger one, doesn't have that issue. It's a normal parcel. There's also an easement through the smaller parcel. So the neighboring parcel, this one, you can see the road here. So they can access their land. So there's an easement through there to get to this one right here. Alrighty then. We got a power pole here with a transformer on it, and then leading to a drop down pole over here for household power. Has a meter on it, and I believe there's 220 outlet right there as well. Looks like you got a water pressure tank. I don't know if it's hooked up. There was an old little structure here, like a shed. That's what that concrete is. This right here is a hardwire telephone, I do believe, if you want a telephone. Let's check out that power meter real quick. It's a little dark, but anyway. There you go. And time for your Tesla to get charged. Yeah. Okay, just kidding. What's this one? Ooh. Got regular outlets right there. 110. Okay. Oh, I stepped in the hole. So based on the agricultural zoning, it appears that these parcels may have a 5-acre minimum lot size, as in they may be splittable. Check with the Shasta County Building Department for more information if you're interested. I showed you the top part up here. Goes way back there. And I'm going to show you the creek, the springs, and the wells, and they're down there. And this road will take us to it. So we're gonna go walk that. I'll transport down there, but on a side note here, when you drive out to this property, if you come from I-5 to Highway 273 to Clear Creek Road, you're gonna drive by Clear Creek Gorge Overlook. And I recently stopped by there just to check it out. Again, I've been there before, but there's actually salmon going up Clear Creek. So from the ocean going all the way up this little Clear Creek's a year-round creek, but it's not a rager. It's not a river either, like the Sacramento River. It's just a creek. And let me show you what that looks like. It's really cool. Check it out right here. Pretty fascinating, wasn't it? So here's the little road leading down here. Now this technically is not a road, so you wouldn't be able to drive down here legally, even though it looks like somebody has quite a bit. Lots of animals here. You can see obvious, probably deer trails here going there, and one over here. Yeah, they're going up to the top of the ridge to make a phone call. Okay, let's beam on down there. Sorry to interrupt transport, but The property taxes are just over 1% of the assessed value per year. And the zoning is an agricultural zoning, just so you know. All right, let's continue the warp speed. Okay, here we go. First, I'm showing you the pond. Here's what it looked like during the summer. And here's what it looks like right now. I don't know if you can see the water in there, but it is full of water. Now let's go check out the creek and the wells. Okay, we're down at the bottom. Some good flat areas down here with lots of vegetation. There's a post right over here that I think is pretty much the end of the property, which kind of lines up a bit. But here's the creek running through. But this post right here, I think that's the end. So we're going to go this way and hang a left. Water. It's getting late in the day. Sun's going down quick. So if you can tell, the creek is where all the vegetation is. Oh, did you see this? Ah, man, remember those days? You know, spark plugs. And this is the wire. Yeah, don't you miss them? Back when you could work on your own car real easy. Wells are coming up. Here's a big open flat area. Pretty cool. Due to the sun going down, I'm not going to walk all the way back there. As you can see on the map, we have quite a ways to go. Well, it looks like a little over 1/10 of a mile, or 818 feet, give or take. 1/10 of a mile. Yeah. All right, here's the first well. It's got a cap on it. Land squatch, get out of the way. Thank you. You notice anything about it? Besides it's capped and there's a big puddle after it. Let me through it. See anything now? It's going. That's pretty cool. All right, I gotta take cover. We got incoming. Yeah, so artesian well. Here's what that looked like during the summer. Okay, now we're gonna go check out the other one. That's the one I would use. This one is a little bit odd. It's got, I don't know, 8 feet of steel piping coming out of the ground. Or I guess they welded it together in the middle. See right here? It's like they welded it together right here. But here's what it looks like inside there. This is well number 2. Property keeps going that way. We're only halfway in the middle of that big property, basically, so we can keep going a long ways. Check out the holes in here. Woodpecker likes to peck the holes, and then the squirrels like to put acorns in there. Quite a sight to see if you see my other videos where they're shoved up all full of acorns. Pretty neat. All right, let's look at that creek one more time on the way out. Right here, nice and green, lots of water. I want to show you the acrobatics there. There's two airplanes. They're biplanes doing acrobat tricks, stunts, whatever. So yeah, when you're done with this show, you can watch that show, 2 for the price of 1. Someone's doing barrel rolls and dives. It's falling again.
Okay, so today we are starting in Rock Onland. Rock Onland. Yeah, right there, Rock Onland. Okay, so we got to take Highway 80 to I-5, and then from the Sac-Tow Airport, it's 2 hours basically to Redding, California. We're going to peel off though just before that in Anderson. This is Highway 273, and you're going to go down or north toward Redding until we hit Clear Creek Road, which is right here, and we're going to follow that down. We're going west now until we get to this intersection right here. This is where Placer meets Clear Creek Road meets Platina Road meets Gas Point Road. You're going to head south on Gas Point Road, and this is the famous Northern California Veterans Cemetery, and we're going to turn on this road that parallels it. It's called Small Farms Road. Going to go down there not too far till we reach the property right there. Okay, so a bunch of details here. First of all, there's 2 parcel numbers, one for this parcel, one for this parcel. There's a parcel over here that somebody bought, and they have an easement to run through this smaller parcel. So they drive down Small Farms, they peel off onto this road that's on this property, and get onto theirs right here. There's a power pole right in this area too, right there. Anyway, they have a deeded easement across this parcel, so you can't block that, so they can reach their land right in here. That's one thing. Second thing is this smaller piece right here, it lacks what's called legal creation. So basically it was split off from a larger parcel after the MAP Act law was passed in the 1970s without a map. So to rectify that, the county wants what's called a certificate of compliance. I've talked a little bit about this in the past on other kind of 40-acre parcels that I sell out in, west of here in Ono. This is Igo nearby. So you can't get any permits for anything on this parcel here if you want to improve something, unless you were to get that certificate of compliance from the county building department. I think the application you fill out, you have to give them $2,000 along with your application, and there could be a list of conditions to meet. You just don't know until you fill out the paperwork. So this larger parcel though here does not have that issue. So you can kind of see this is the power pole here. You walked by it in the video, and this is where the concrete pad was. There was a building here, a little shed. There's a little tree right there, and the parcel goes all the way over here, and you saw the fence line right here and the house over there. But yeah, this is all flat acreage right in here. I think it's about 4.5 acres or so. There is a little road or path leading down here. This is not a driveway, so you're not supposed to drive down here. And this is where the seasonal creek is. Also, the wells, I think one is right here, somewhere in this ballpark, or it could be actually right there maybe. And then the other one is right in this vicinity, right in here. And you'll see more of that, but those where the two wells are. But you might be able to permit one of them. Check with the building department. So let's do a little three-dimensional here. Oh, by the way, this frontage of the property from here to here is marked with pink tape, so you know the road frontage if you're out there by yourself. Here's what it looks like 3D. So there's a lot of flat in here, you can tell. There's a lot of flat down in here, and there's a lot of water down in there too.
There you go. There's the creek. So this property has quite a lot to offer. Power, water, seller financing, views, level area, just outside of the big city, so you don't have to do the rat race. So this is a beautiful piece. Most people want some year-round water. Well, I think this one has that. Well, if you like this property, check out that one right there, or that one over there. See you on the next one. Land Squatch out.